Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome. So I'm so happy to have you guys here. My name is Jean and I do pick a card readings. So for today, we're going to ask the question, should you contact your ex? Now, we're going to do it in such a way that we're going to pick one card for each. So meaning one tarot card on how they feel about you, or their current feelings then towards a relationship. And then we're also going to pull in one card on what could happen if you don't call them, and then one card as to what could possibly happen if you do contact them, if you do reach out or call them. Okay, so I've prepared 3 piles for you guys to choose from. So we have here pile number 1 with the green journal card, pile number 2 with the black and white journal card, and then we have pile number 3 with the pink journal card. So pick out the card or the pile that calls out to you the most, and then when you guys are ready, let's get started with pile number 1. Okay, hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we're also forgot to mention in the intro, we're going to do a quick pendulum as well. So for the question of the pendulum, it can be any other question aside from the question of the main topic of the video. So ask any other question that is answerable by yes or no. Now if the pendulum ends like doing circles, it's a yes. If the pendulum does this, it's a no. And then if the pendulum does this, so that is a maybe. Okay, so take off another question. Okay, that is answerable by yes or no. And then let's get started. Oh, okay. So the pendulum for you, pile number 1, is giving no vibes. Okay, so let's go with the tarot and the oracle. Now we're going to start off with the tarot to answer our query on how they feel about this relationship, about you in general. And then we have here the Fool card. Okay, so basically what it's saying is that in terms of your ex stand or feelings, status of their feelings towards this connection, so what I'm seeing is that the feelings are still there, but rather I'm also getting the energy that they would they're very careful right now into going back to the relationship. So again, there's this feelings, but then again there's also a stronger sense of being careful. Okay, they're really proceeding with caution. So pretty much like the image on this card, so you see how one foot of the person is on the ground and then the other one is sleeping. But then if you take a look at it, it's like they're looking out, okay, into the great unknown. Now usually the fool, they walk around on a cliff, and then they just go on walking around without looking at where they're going. But what I'm getting with this particular card is that, in relation to this reading, for the Fool card, it's like they already know, in a way, what's going to happen, how it's going to end. So that's why instead of jumping in, it's like, they're also being very careful. And I'm also seeing a significance here with, a dog. It's like a spirit animal, or, something inside of them, in a way that's, telling them to reconsider everything. Okay, so think about this thoroughly, and should you jump in? And also what I'm seeing here is that yes, there's in terms of feelings, yes, but in terms of going back, they're just very careful at the moment. And if you maybe also they also want some space. Okay, they also want to have some time for themselves. Sorry, I'm stuttering. Well, I usually stutter, but anyway. Alright, now this time we're going to the Romance Angels card. So this is what could happen if if you don't call them, and then this is what could happen if you do call them. So let's start with the do. Now, don't. Sorry. Now, if you don't call them, this card, Love Yourself First, is giving us the energy that, sorry. Okay, this is giving us the energy that, for the meantime, your person, this ex, wants you to focus on self-care first. They want you to, build yourself up back again. They want you to focus on healing, or on your career or anything that has to do with your improvement. So, it's like they're respecting your space, your solitude or your independence for the moment. Now, if you do call them, what I'm getting from the children energy is that there is a possibility that things will be handled in a way as if, as if it's, or possibly, how do I say it? It's like things will be handled in, in a childish way or childlike way. Okay. There's a possibility that, now, okay, especially now may be quite an early time or a premature time for you guys to talk, for you guys to reach out. I'm also sensing that, children being young, there's still a lot of growth that needs to happen, still a lot of explaining, a lot of understanding. Okay, so this is pretty much like, well, regardless of the time that you're reading this, or yeah, this is saying to, just let things grow for a while. Okay, so it may be possible that if you do decide to contact this person, there will be that energy, okay, of either premature things being prematurely dealt with, not enough space given or not enough growth given. So it's pretty much like giving us a warning, okay, some warning energy that things may end, no, in a, how do I say it, like in a less matured, in a way or approach, if if you do decide to call this person now. Right, so yeah, that's it for us, pile number 1. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but we're also going to do Pendulum at the end of your reading. So for the Pendulum, it's another question that is, in a way, still related to the topic. Okay? Now, let's start off your... Oh, I'm sorry. That is pile number 1's card. I'm so sorry. Tadaan! Here's your card, pile number 2. Okay, there you go. So, let's start off with the tarot. Okay, so for the tarot, you have here the Star card in reverse. So this represents your ex's, this person's feelings towards you, understand their emotional stand in general in regards to this connection. So what I'm seeing is that, I'm hearing the word love. Okay, in terms of love, like, yes, this person still loves you. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, this relationship may have ended in a good note. In you both ended in good terms. Like, it wasn't a messy breakup. There was a lot of, civil thing. It was civil civil things. It was civil, there was no drama, there was no third party situation, everything. Now, I'm also seeing here, so if you notice there's a star behind the woman's back, I'm also seeing that, for this person, they are asking space, but, it's not in a sense that they're asking space to be away from the relationship. It's just that, they're asking for some time because there are things that they need to do, or places that they need to go that they need to do on their own. And I'm also getting the feel that if they could take them with you, they would. If you guys could go together, if you guys could do it together, they would like that, you both would like that. However, there are just circumstances that requires this person to face it by themselves, at least for now. Okay, so there you go, the star card. And then we're going to look at what could happen if you don't call them. If you don't call them, then what could happen if you do call them. Okay, so for if you don't call them, we have your finances and career. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that if you decide not to call them, they are going to really really focus on the things that they need to do, especially if one of the reasons why you guys have decided to separate for now is because of career. Okay, they're really they're really going to commit themselves so much in their jobs or in their business, in their studies, whatever it is that they decide to actually focus on. But I'm seeing that it's most likely cool. Okay, so I'm seeing that they're going to extend a lot of hours. They're going to really go above and beyond their duty. For some, I'm even seeing that even though they want to rest, like they'll just work or do something related to that goal in order to keep their mind off of it, of the situation, at least for a while. And then we have here, if you do call them, we have here the soulmate card. So what I'm seeing here is that, well, it's pretty much like a straightforward yes. Like, if you want to call them, go ahead. And I'm also seeing that if you do decide to call them, if you do decide to connect with this person, I'm hearing the word understanding, like strongly. Like, after you do decide to talk to each other, some of you may decide to get back together, but for most of you, I'm seeing that after you do call each other up or reach out to each other, talk again, I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot more understanding towards the person, towards the situation, towards the things that must be done, that needs to be done. So there's going to be a lot of understanding towards each other's part. And because of that understanding, I'm also seeing that it's also in a soul level. Okay. It's in a way, it's also going to help deepen the bond between the two of you. Okay, so if you do want to call them, yes, it's okay. Now, for the pendulum part, okay, so you can ask other questions related to this question. Now, if the pendulum does this circles, it's a yes. If the pendulum does this, it's a no. And then if the pendulum does this, it's a maybe. So let's see here. What is to think of a question really hard, concentrate, and let's ask the pendulum, what is the answer to number 2 or pile number 2's question? Okay. So, pile number 2, the answer to my question is a yes. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's it for us, pile number 2. I hope you liked this reading. I hope it was able to help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So, if you chose the pink journal card, this reading is for you. Now, I forgot to mention this in the intro a while ago, but we're also going to do a pendulum. So, for the pendulum, it's a yes or no question, but we'll save that up until the last part of the reading. So, this one you can ask any question related to the topic. Alright, now let's start off the reading with the tarot card, which answers your ex's stand or emotions towards you or the situation, your relationship, your connection. Okay, and then you have here the devil card in reverse. So from here, what I'm seeing is that in terms of love or feelings, like they still have it for you. Okay, there's still that. However, I'm seeing that this person, they just really need their space and their freedom strongly. Okay, like okay, so do not take this the wrong way. It's not it's not about something that you did and all. It's just that, okay, the pressures, okay, the responsibilities, the commitment that is required to keep a relationship is in a way overwhelming for them. Okay, now again, this doesn't have to do anything to do with you. It's just that the expectations, okay, the things that they want to do, okay, is something that for different reasons, for different people, is something that they almost cannot keep up with. It's like for now they want to focus on themselves, they want to collect themselves, they want to rejuvenate. See, I'm hearing the word rejuvenate. They like to want to focus on themselves again, but it has nothing to do with what you did. Okay, it's like they just want to rest and regain their energy for a while. Okay, now this time let's ask the tarot what could happen if you don't call them, and then what would happen if you do call them. Okay, so you have here trust for don't call them, if you don't call them, and then we have here healing family issues if you do call them. So what I'm seeing here for the possibility, if you do not decide to reach out or call them, is that they are hoping that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, or wherever or whenever you are, they hope that you're okay. They hope that you're doing fine, and they always, I also see that they always believe in you. Okay, they know your capabilities, they know your strength, they know that you're a strong person, a strong girl, a strong man. They know that you can handle things even without them. Like they have faith in you, they have trust in you, and they know that even if you guys aren't together anymore, even if things ended with you, they have this trust that you won't say things against them. They have this trust that you will keep the promises, the secrets that you promised to keep between the two of you. I'm also seeing that hopefully you're taking care of yourselves, and also hearing that channel message from them. Now here is a possible thing that could happen if you do decide to reach out or to call them. Actually, it's almost pretty much the same with the first possibility. If you don't call them, it's just that an additional message to that is that they do hope that you will finally, or you have finally found the peace of mind and the comfort that you've always been looking for. Okay, and I'm also hearing the word friendship. Like even if they can't offer the relationship right now, they're still hoping that you and him or her could still stay as good friends. Okay, and really it's more out of sincerity. This person, regardless of whether you call them or not, they hope that you're doing fine, and they hope that you're being well taken care of, and they also hope that you're taking good care of yourself as well. Okay, so oh yeah, sorry, I forgot the pendulum part. Okay, so this time you can ask any other question that is answerable by yes or no. So focus on your question, group number 3, If the pendulum does this, it's a yes. If the pendulum does this, it's a no. And then if the pendulum does this, it's a maybe. So focus on your question, group 3, and then let's start. So what is the answer to the other question of pile number 3? Okay, it's a yes. Alright. Yes, it is a yes. Okay, so there you have it. There you go. So thank you guys so much. Thank you pal number 3 for watching. So hopefully, you like this video. Hopefully this was able to help. Again, thank you for sticking around, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye.